Hi, Malaysia. Good evening and Kong Si Fa Chai, Malaysia and followers from around the world. Tonight, we are pleased to have with us CK Changr, the founder of Oxwhite, which has created and taken Malaysia by storm with its 100% e-commerce, pre-order, only one in Malaysia. And since on its launching day in 2018, Oxwhite sold over 10,000 shirts in 3 hours. That's dynamite. Okay. At that time, Oxwhite had only one color, one product, the classic white. And CK is here tonight to update us on his amazing journey since 2018. 2 years later, he has introduced more stuff and more color for sure. Okay, CK, welcome on board. Kosi Fa Chai, good to see you.
Hi, Kong Si. Hi,
Yes.
ChungWai. Thanks for invite. It's true privilege to share the evening with you.
CK, now, no MCO or no MCO, Chinese New Year is a big thing to the Chinese community. Whether you celebrate it on a big scale or a small scale, it is an auspicious occasion. It must be celebrated in every way that we can. Okay, now, CK, tell us more about this.
Hmm.
Some of the things that you have this year. You know, when we talk about the year of the ox, immediately I thought of Oxwhite, but I'm not sure whether the ox is really related to the year of the ox. Can you tell us how did Oxwhite came about? The ox part.
Ox is Oxford. It's a
Okay.
weaving technique of the fabric that we use at the very
Okay.
beginning of a classic white shirt and white. So this name came about because Ox and White, that oxwhitecombined.com, the domain name is 9 ringgit 90 cents. It's
Okay.
no brainer, first of all.
Okay. Yeah.
And I can get it at .com. And I did a trademark search. Yes, I can trademark in the whole region for this name. And the best of all is when it turns up in the Google search result, there are not many of this name pop up. So I can have the mind share of this Oxwhite to be built upon. So it's not so-called like a oxfordwhite.com. So it's Oxwhite is a unique name by itself. And back then, my 2 years old son, Jia Hao, he can pronounce it at the time at 2 years old. I say it's a name for everyone.
Yes. And it is good, as they say that everything happens, what I call it, by chance, and it happens onto
By
you. It's like
chance,
fit,
yes.
okay? And that is a good name, very bullish in nature. And that two
Yes.
years later is running very strong. I've been, both of us, I've been keeping track of you from day one, okay? And I've been following your career. It's
we
really, really
we
amazing.
punctured few times along the way, but you didn't notice.
Okay, CK, why was white chosen? When you launch your product, I mean, you had only one color, one product, 5 variations, but white. Why was white chosen?
Yeah, actually, Chungwai, truth to be told, this idea was given by my mentor, a friend of mine. He just said, CK, through data research and through Google search result, actually a lot of men are searching for white shirts. Okay, that was the clue given to me. So and I went around with it, and then I figured out after travel around the world, I figured out and every counters that sell shirts, every 10 shirts that sell, about three of them will be white shirts. The rest will be colors, and always white shirt never go on sale. All right.
Okay.
So I know that is a basic stable, and I just have to figure out, what cutting it is, because I realize a lot of international brand, the cutting are based on European physiques, not Asians, and often Asian brands that sell white shirt not up to international standards in terms of fabric choice, in terms of workmanship. So I address this problem by having a very good Asian cut that fit most Asian with the European touch, the fabric and the workmanship. So, and the best part, just like Asia did, I make sure everybody can afford a good quality white shirt to put on. You can wear white shirt for 5 days in a week and nobody tells you you wear the same shirts. If you tried it on blue, hey boss, you now tukar your baju. Yeah, so it's a very basic product. And I just took my words from my friend and I just went around with it. I did not think twice.
Okay, but CK, just to recap and to share with followers who do not
Mm,
know your background, how did
yes.
you start in this shirt business? How did you got into it?
Okay, I truly stumbled upon. I was working for someone else, my uncle, for more than 10 years, Chongwei, before I started my own business. I started in 2018. For one very simple reason is I want to show my kids what it mean by trying your best. I wasn't very proud of have the passion of what I'm doing. Always I tell the success and story of
Mm.
someone else. It's not my own. So I want to leave. I wouldn't say it's a legacy. I want to leave something for my children. What is mean trying your best? Don't give up. With that, I was given an idea, as I shared with you just now, through a friend to sell white shirts. And with that idea, I traveled the world and see my own eye comparison, why this shirt costs 100 pounds and the other one cost 20 pounds and why it costs this much and that much lower. So by knowing the basic, and I went to factory, little did I know at that time that the white shirt I'm about to make, which I get inspiration from Hugo Boss back in London, that was a 600 ringgit white shirt that they are selling back then. Is a non-iron American Supima white shirt. Very good quality. It's very trending because people hate to iron, and it's very easy to take care. So I tried to, locate the factory who can make for this. Little did I know this is a Mercedes-Benz class of white shirt.
Mm.
And through my research later, I found out only were less than 5 factory make for this kind of product, because the non-iron treatment needs a lot of high-tech investment, a high capital investment. Not every factory can mix them. So through a friend recommendation, finally, I found a factory down in Bandung
Mm-hmm.
who make for just Hugo Boss I mentioned to you, and
Okay.
Calvin Klein, few other big brands. And through a friend recommendation, I was giving a chance. Back then, I don't have a brand just yet.
Mm.
I just want to know how much it costs to make the shirt. After I figured out the cost, through a traditional way of retailing, there's no way I can make this shirt affordable. No way, absolutely no way, because of the high cost of retailing. So what inspired me was to look upon what Asia did in the early days, how they pre-sell their seats. Why can't I pre-sell my shirts? And then I can put the money I have with 300,000 initial capital investment into marketing, telling the story. Looks, by you paying me now, I can absolutely guarantee you were getting a very good piece of shirt that tailored to you. Asian body physique. In case you don't like it, you still can return to us in 1 year time. That's our tagline when we launch. So I tell the story how I went about traveling the world with the photo attached, trying thousands of fitting on my own, and take note on whatever pro and cons of each white shirt, and put it into this white shirt that I think every Asian would love. And that story sells. So I spent the capital I have back then telling this story. I'm using Facebook as the media to push up the story to as many as people I can, and I get sign ups. So I get 60,000 people sign up in a month. They say they're interested in the white shirt. So the minimum order quantity placed upon me from the factory was 20,000 pieces. So I have 60,000 signups, and to sell 20,000 pieces is okay. So that's how I went about having the pre-order, because I could have gone another way. Use the 300,000, pay on the deposit for the order, and then have the shirt shipped into us, and then figure out how to sell with no capital. So I did what Tony did for Asia, sell the seed in advance and sell the future, and then deliver the products later stage and tell the customers, by doing this, I can pass on the absolute savings to you, and you can get to enjoy a great product at a very reasonable price.
CK, the initial 300,000 capital will entirely your savings. Were there any support or contributions from friends, relatives?
Yes, they are from my friends at the very beginning. I have like most of people, I have a family back then. My younger son was 6 months, and I have a older son at 2 years old. Very high risk at the age of 37. I started this business, so I put some of my money aside, and I use my friend's capital to join in. But I did not get their capital upfront. I spent 6 months on my own to do all the research, travel around, finding factory. Only once I got the 60,000 people sign ups, I said, look, I just tell my friends that I know for many, many years, I think I have something serious here. I have genuine interest. I know how much it costs to make the product. I think how I can sell them. Would you like to be part of it? And they all say yes. And then with 7 of us, we put in some money, and they allowed me to run the show, and still keep until today.
CK, so at that point, you did not have to look for loans, bank loans.
No way we can get loans. This company new.
Yes.
It's a new company. So
I think if you had to look for bank loans, I think that they'll be very cynical, skeptical. This is what all startups face when they look for loans from banks.
Yes. Not until you have 3 full year audit report.
Yes.
Full year audit report, and they understand your business model. And of course, the founder itself has to have a good rating, and they understand your business model. So that is a tough part, because at the initial, bank, always call me, CK, what your company sell? Why the transaction volume is so high? Why every day there are money coming in? I get this kind of question. No joking. Banks call me, what are you selling? I say, I sell shirt online. Why so many? why cannot so many?
CK, you should have done them. You were selling white stuff.
so I just keep quiet and just get to answer them. But very thankful. I know as we pass 3 years mark, I have a bank, which is Affin Bank and UOB Bank, who lend the hand to us after we run some story from the Star, from the Sun newspaper, and the Age newspaper as well. They pick up the story, and the top management say, hey, this looks interesting. Let's give them a chance. And we spent half a year digging through. They try to understand us. We are very glad finally we can access some of the traditional funding, which at much lower cost. So in the early days, when we started as a pre-order for first 1.5 years, one thing we realized, we definitely can pass on the savings to customers, but customers really have to wait 3 months to get the shirts. And once they get it, they place order again. They have to wait another 3 months. So the customer retention cycle is very, very long. And customers say, as we grow, customers say, CK, I don't mind to pay more. Let me have my product next week, or soon as I can. I don't want to wait. I need to wait now. So I figured out, okay. And there are quite a number of customers who are asking, because we are direct to consumer model and people can feedback to us directly. So I start getting loans from friends and family again to purchase the product. I'm like, I know this product can sell. I said, look, loan your money. I pay you interest, a small token. But let me to purchase the product. I can sell the product to my customer first, and then I'll return you the money later. That works as well, and it works to a certain extent, because I cannot get tens of millions of loans from friends and family, and that's when in December 2019, when I think the business need about 3 to 5 million capital to roll, I went to equity crowdfunding to raise this amount, and we are thankful. And we also lucky is because it's before the pandemic hit us in 2020. We managed to raise 5 million, and we put this 5 million ringgit Malaysia cash in a very good use. With the cash, we introduce a lot more product. I can have a better team to introduce it and do R&D and do the customer service. So 2020, it was a very, very important milestone for Oxwhite. Although with the pandemic hit, most of our factory got shut down. We have nothing to sell, but we passed through that, and the second half of 2020 was amazing. 80% of our sales of last year came through second half of 2020. And the brand just keep building from I still remember at the time of fundraising event in 2019 December, we only have 22,000 customers who choose and pay us and buy our products before, and now just 1 year on, we have 200,000 more, and it's growing, and each month we have 20,000 customers add on to the list. So that is amazing, and the best part of it is retention is very high. More than 50% of customers will come back to buy in next 1 month. Yes. Not next 1 year, it's next 1 month. So it shows that customers really get the feel of what we are doing. They feel, I think they are getting their value, and that what's connect to them. And every piece of the product that we produce, we tell a story why we produce this product. There's always a little cut there on each product, even a panty or underwear. They will tell why we developed this product in the first place.
Yes.
And that was the story we used to connect to the mind of consumers.
CK, I must share my experience.
Yes.
When I first got your product, then I look at the name, Oxwhite, sounds very good. Then I feel the fabric. Wow, I said it feels good because it's very important. Because when the shirt lands on your body, you must feel good.
Yes.
If it doesn't feel good, it's out. And that I was a bit skeptical at first. I said, okay, how would anyone will get my measurement correctly? When you buy it off the rack, or when somebody sends it to you, either the sleeve is too long or it's too wide, because as you say that we are Asian physique, okay? Then I put it on, I said, wow, it feels really good, okay? And you feel yum, 100%. Okay, my immediate thought at that point, that was 2 years ago, before your launch, my immediate thought was that I think the tailors are in trouble, okay? Those expensive tailors that we have got into are really going to be in trouble. And of course, that the next step in my mind was, how long would it take? The cost was good. The package was superb. CK, the package was really nicely done. Okay, class, quality. Okay, and when I look at the quality, the cost, and the product was so well done. Okay, my mind then was, of course, that how long would it take for you to send it to me once I put my money there? So initially, as you said, of course, the usual problem and hiccup, but of course, now that it has been done, 2 years later, from white, you have gone on to making color variations. You have gone on to making even briefs, underwears, and even the t-shirts and bags. Tell us about these new products that you have launched 2 years later.
Yes. So as part of the growth in 2019, we stumbled upon a bottleneck actually in mid 2019, a year on after we launched Oxwhite, whereby the sales was kind of flat because bear in mind, there are more and more youngsters now, through my survey, they opt for casual, especially the tech startup people. They don't wear white shirt. So only certain category of professions still wear this kind of white shirts, and like a banking lawyer and working professionally. So the market is actually very small, and we have made as big as we can, but it's just that big. It can't grow anymore. And not everybody wear white shirt also, especially in Malaysia, and they worry about eating the wonton noodle and curry mee, They say, today I'm not going to be wearing white, Yeah. So we figured out that was a bottleneck. And then I just thought of one report that truly awakened me was I read something like growth of Uniqlo has been steady growth over the years, and the company founder said, their company direction is only casual. They want to create a casual lifestyle brand for the world. So, okay, this casual thing caught my attention. Then I start looking into this thing. At the time, I myself quite skeptical, because how much better I can make for a good t-shirt. A t-shirt is already there. It's been many, many years now, and many brands makes them. How can I make it even a basic t-shirt better? I can't make a non-iron t-shirt or put some tag there. So I did some research, and to working with the factory, I found one fabric. This is crew neck tee that we call them. It's an interlock. Is a good enough grammage, give enough hand feel to it, and put in your body. It just looks good. it's like you are wearing a very expensive t-shirt. And that was my first hero product. I went out. I very skeptical. I told you my first order was only 300 pieces,
Okay.
and only black and white. Okay, 150 each, and I sold out in one day. I said, what? I said, wow, I think I learned something. And not only I saw in first day, in the first week after customer received them, they want more. So I bring in 600, I double up, gone in few days. And I said, wow, I can't believe that, because people keep telling me, hey, after wearing your t-shirt, I throw away others away. This is my favorite t-shirt. Then from that, I try to pay a little bit more attention to everything that people wear casually. How can I improve in terms of like Asian cutting? How can I improve in terms of fabric? How can I improve in terms of quality? All these small bits I add up that mix into our casual wear today. Of course, Uniqlo is something I benchmark again. If let's say I can make anything better, I will make it better than Uniqlo. If I can make on the same part, make sure I sell at lower price, because this product made locally, often in this region. And the best part, I don't have the cost of traditional retailing. I can, like I said, pass on the savings to the consumers and they enjoy. And my packaging, I will make sure the presentation of it is there in a very environmental friendly way. So that's something we put a lot of efforts, like a thank you card, everything. Try to have the buying experience better, I would say, if can, in even compare you shop in a retail shop. So with all this, that makes who we are today, and it's really growing. It makes sure that in top of my mind, I have something for everyone here in Asian, for ASEAN people. ASEAN cutting make locally here, and for us to wear in a good way, affordably, quality, and thus, let's say have a piece of luxury without breaking the bank. That's essentially what I'm doing.
What about the women's apparel?
Well, women apparel came by after I launched the man. A woman's crazy. Write an email to us, to me personally, say, hey, you make something for men. Women also have the problems too. So I start making white shirt for women, but that is even more niche market, because only certain professions, OL and lawyers, wear white shirts. Traditionally, they don't wear so serious. So very small market, I realized that, and I make a small amount, they're very happy. Then I, looking apart, when it comes to dress, women dress, they don't like to look like the same. So I start think internal. So I first approach the women market was develop something for them. They wear inside, so they don't see what their friends is wearing and they are wearing. So it's no clash. So my first product was the woman panties. I very lucky. A customer of mine recommended his family factory in Thailand, who makes for international big brands, employ your money. And I use the same fabric, same factory, make the same thing for our Asian women with a small fraction of the cost. They used to buy international big brand. So, and women went crazy, and we saw tens of thousands of this panty every month now. And because they love it, the quality, the fit, and the color choice, and it's so convenient, because buying internal wear, it used to be if they want a good quality, they need to spend up. But with Oxwhite, they can have it regularly, and as a part of a hygiene in Western country, these things are being replaced every 3 to 6 months. But not the case here in Malaysia, especially in ASEAN country, because they are expensive. So part of me, even for men's and women underwear, I price as low as I can. I make sure we take our own hygiene, and make sure one thing, you open your shirt and your pants for whatever reason, you looks good. There's no hole in it, and it doesn't look old. I have been hurt. ChangRai, if you have golf buddy, you can have a very rich uncle and your friend, but they got hole in the underwear when they operate in the changing room. Yeah, so I would say I want to put this thing, to an end, and things in the past. They can have a good piece of quality at a very, very reasonable price. For a cup of coffee, they can get a pair of panties, high quality panties.
CK, so with all these new products,
Mm.
what will be now the most popular product? Is it still the white shirt, or is they no longer the white shirts?
No, especially MCO
Hmm.
hit us in February, March actually. The demand has been to
White shirts.
downwards.
Okay.
Yeah, we that don't contribute any
Okay.
significant to our sales today. But what bringing the most is our basic T-shirt like this. Everyone can wear at home or going out to do their errands, and underwears. These are our top top popular products.
You know, CK, when you mentioned about underwears, panties, and briefs, then it came across my mind. What is the market for women's bra? Is there any business model wise? Is there much difference between undies and bras? Are they what do you call it, profitable, good, strong margin for bras?
Uh, yes, bra is something I have tackled. It taken me a year and a half to get it right, and we found a small winning formula. Bra has a very high margin in this industry
Oh,
because of sizes. When things have more sizes, the margin has to be higher, because there are chance that there are some product is odd sizes. They have to clear down, mark down to clear the stocks. That's why a lot of these bra industry, they have a tend to be higher margin, because first women have to try it on. They have to open a store, physical store, for them to try it on, have a promoter, and this thing has a much longer shelf life. Women do not buy bra every month. They buy bra before New Year. If for Chinese, it's Chinese New Year. For Malay, before Malay New Year. It's not like something they buy every day. So once I realized that, but their sales is very stable. They have a good growth every year based on the growth of the population. Uh, uh, then I realized, can I do something better for the woman? So through my research, I found out two things. Actually, wireless bra is good for women.
mm.
Okay, and that was in the trend for Europe and America, North America. But to have a good wireless bra is hard to make. The molding part of it is very expensive. That's why you don't see any newcomer into this lingerie industry, because it's very high cost of R&D involved in the first place, even before you sell them. And guess what? I'm the male. I cannot put on like what I did last time for my white shirt, like 1,000 trying, on the setting. I can't do it. And two of my co-founders, they are both male as well. So, but I have a bunch of female colleagues and lieutenants. They help me out on that part. Finally, we came up with a bra, a good wireless bra, for a fraction of the cost. So and I don't have confidence to sell fast. I say, okay, look, the minimum order quantity the factory placed upon us is 6,000 pairs of bras. Um, I say, okay, don't rush. Let's see. We roll out quietly and see what customer feedback is going to be. What's the exchange rate, right? If customer want to return if they are not happy. Well, the first 1,005 pieces we went out, only 3 customers asked for exchange, not even refund.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I say this is much better rate than my white shirt.
Mm.
I think I hit on something. So then subsequently we run a campaign, a marketing campaign on that. And then we sold the remaining 6,000 in 1 month time. So that was a good response. And then now we bring in more product, and the team also working on more R&D. The R&D cost obviously is higher on the bra. And we just want to make sure what we do is we provide essential. We're not providing something like Victoria's Secret, for you to make your husband happy at night. Well, we try to make sure you wear them every day, and you feel good in it, and there's no pressure on your part, and thus improve the circulation, blood circulation, and thus prevent any future, I would say, cyst growth in the breast for that particular reason.
CK, you mentioned that your clothes are made in the Indonesia, and of course Thailand.
Mm.
Given that these are ASEAN countries, besides Malaysia, are your products now being sold in this ASEAN region?
We ChangRe very lucky. We are e-commerce. We are sold, and there's anyone from anywhere can buy from us. We have customer from Russia, from India, from America, from UK, from Australia. But most of them are Asian names. It's a friends of Malaysians. They told about them, our brand. I think they buy from elsewhere. Like if you live in America, it's very hard for average Asian physique to buy a shirt that is fit to you. But there's a brand make it for that, and they start growing up. But 90% I can say, ChangRe, is come from Malaysia. 5% are from Singapore, our neighboring. They have the same problem, also petite size, not petite like Asian physique, and the rest is from the world. But our focus in terms of marketing, I think we are still very much focused in Malaysia. I just want to get the footage right, the right product offering before we venturing out, because through statistic, there are a big room for us to win a market share in Malaysia by looking at what Pardini did in the sales and revenue. We are just peanuts. There's still a lot more room we can do by offering Malaysian a little piece of luxury.
CK, thank God for e-commerce, that the small size Malaysian man in Russia or somewhere in the Midwest,
yes,
I mean that they got to buy men's clothes in the children's department, if not for
yes,
especially in Russia. So this is really a godsend thing for them. CK, now, okay, we talked about white color, we have talked about variations, that we are wearing red on Chinese New Year. But and then of course you talk about the changes in men's appetite in fashion. Previously they will just wear white, but as time moves on, you have younger bosses who feel that why am I wearing white? Why am I wearing tie? Okay, I can wear t-shirts, casual but not too casual, as you said, and then I can wear jeans, nice jeans. I go to work, I feel really comfortable. I'll be more productive instead of wearing a tie. And of course, younger bosses are very adaptable. They're very easy and very cool. Older bosses in their 60s and 70s, if you're walking with a pair of jeans, they look at you and like, hey, my God, why are you wearing jeans? Okay, are you off? Okay, I get that sort of thing. Are you off there? I said, no, I'm just comfortable. Okay, now, so it comes to color. Okay, I've noticed that Chinese New Year, even the color red has become lighter. The tone has changed. I've seen people wearing orange color, even blue color. Previously, if it's blue, it'll be like bordering around black color. Okay.
Yes.
Just in the attitude of color, can you tell us about it? You're an expert.
Well, I think for this Chinese year, per se, our violet sell the most, not the red. From my last look at the figure, which we bring in the products of the Chinese New Year inventory about 3 weeks ago. The violet, the purple, sold out already.
Oh, okay.
Way sold out in last week, sold out. And the red we still have. I think not necessarily the red already. And our yellows, other color. I mean, I would say the youngster now, they do not know, where this, like you, I can see, people attend a wedding last time, you don't wear black color.
Now it's acceptable.
But now it's okay, So I think with that trend is towards Chinese New Year. Not that we promote black, we did not. But we still see black is selling, but there are a lot more colors, choices for them. And today, the younger like us, our audience, mainly 40 years old and below, we can see them. They are more daring, trying different colors for this festive seasons.
Okay, I understand that you appeared in the recent Feng Shui show on social media.
Yeah.
Can you share with us what was that all about? Okay, to those for bananas like me who couldn't understand Chinese. Okay, what was that about?
Well, the basic of that is it helps us to sell more our color shirts.
What was the message in that the talk show?
Yeah, it's the talk show actually in the world of Feng Shui. There's actually in the year, what color would suit you the best, to bring you good luck, to attract women or attract your partner, attract money, attract good fortune, whatever. So, and this Feng Shui master has been a good friend of my friend, and always, giving tips to a lot of medias and say, hey, why not you partner with us? Since I almost have all the colors, that I possibly can, and I'm not going to ask her to upsell Oxwhite, but to let the public know what color suits, if you're ox, you are monkey, what color suits you best. It's up to you, want to adapt it or not, but in case you want to buy, Oxwhite have them. Have this color for you. So, and it works for us, and at least without paying money, a customer to have this free information. Otherwise, ChangRe, traditionally, if you see a Feng Shui master, this is one of the column they will advise you, okay, this year, try to avoid black, dress more red. But this year, then, of course, that is only exclusive to very few that who pay. But for us, we make it available for general public. So in a tough time like this, nobody will complain to have a little bit more luck to them. Right?
CK, since that you were in that show, okay, this is the year of the ox, and this is my year. Okay, they say that they say that if you're an ox, it's really a tough life, man. You really got to toil in the paddy field like the ox all your life. Okay, so what is my favorite color? Or rather, not favorite color, the preferred color for the year.
You got me. I need to look at the chart. You got me. You got me. I sent it to you. You got me. But I don't remember on top of my head here, because there's 12 and each has about 3 to 4 colors choices.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of social media, I know you're very strong on social media, and of course you get the key influencers to endorse your products, and that I was one of the lucky ones who got it, and I felt, wow, really good, man. I'm on his radar. I've never met this key CK before. I'm on his radar. Okay. So now, how effective is social media for you? Because you're almost entirely on it, and you rely on it. You have your 60,000 over names in your data. How much of this has been as part of your effective strategy?
I think the whole company run on the effectiveness of. I don't depend, let's say, social media. The effectiveness of able to direct communicating with our customers, which available choice media they choose, and happen. The social media like Facebook's is a lot of preferred choice. People spend more time on Facebook than on TV, on radio, and we're able to communicate directly and customize the communication. For example, ChangRe, in the old days, you are being forced to a particular commercial or billboard or print ads, even it's not at your choice. But you may like the brand, but not the particular product. But for new advertising channel that are available to brand like Oxwhite, what Facebook does or Google and YouTube does is are able to cater the message to you on more customized manner. For example, right now, you can go look at men's underwear in my Oxwhite page, but then you did not buy. So it is through AI, the message in your ads appear in your Facebook will be men product. Okay, and specifically if I know you didn't buy the men's underwear, I will show the ads first to you. Why this is, how good in the review and stuff like that. I will not show you bra. Okay, I know, okay, you are a male audience, you are more targeted. So with this, actually the money are more well spent, and we are getting a very positive return on investment on all these efforts. Traditionally, where I came from, I work for a company who mainly in traditional wholesale and retail. We have no way to tell the effectiveness of a certain advertisement initiative. We have no way to measure, but this one I can measure in the next 24 hours whether how effective this campaign or this photo shoot or this video shoot could be. So the accent is I able to connect to our consumer in more direct way and in more customized way, and to make sure I can convert particular customers to us as soon as possible at cheapest cost as possible, and it is measurable. That's all it is about. Like in terms of like KOL or like a person like you, is my initiative. I believe Oxwhite, we do not start paying people to advocate for us like a lot of these KOL is doing. Like, you want me to shout out for you, pay me first, and then I will do a posting. But they do not have connection to the brand for whatever reason. They just sell out their followers. I try this brand, I display this brand to you, but there's no connection to the brand.
Correct.
But for us, like when I send a shirt to you, ChangWai, I do not have intention you reach out to me. It's just I have a piece of good news to share with you. This is the work that I have put in, and I hope you like it. And that's it. There's no instruction to say, hey, please post on my IG hashtag Oxwhite. No, nothing like that. And this is more, I would say, humanly connecting approach, because eventually I believe through good, sincere way, word of mouth, it will go a long way. Just like how Apple did. Apple built their brand. Apple didn't build their brand in one day. Yeah. They built the brand over years through good word of mouth. It's also a brand like Xiaomi. Mm-hmm. The handphone brand Xiaomi, in outside Malaysia, they have a very good brand loyalty, just like Apple, and also brand like Tesla. They also built the hardcore fans, and these are the people why the CEO went out on a stage to give a speech or sharing, and people scream. And not so for Mercedes-Benz CEO when they introduce a new car or new model, but for Elon Musk went on stage to share something new, people looking forward to, because they eventually managed to build a brand to connect the heart of the consumers.
I think with social media, you're able to go direct to your customers and your targeted audience, and of course, the new audience. Like right now, as we are talking, that people can hear you, can see you, and they can look into your eyes literally, and that they want to see whether you're sincere, whether you're trying to push a product, or you're just trying to be in the trying to sound big, but they can tell it. I mean, with your body language and the way you talk. So. The type of the trends have changed, and then of course even younger audience and customers. In the past, they may buy a product not for because their parents use it, but now it's like what does your company stands for? Like what kind of value do they get out of this? So I think that it's really great that you also mentioned just now about key influencers. You are right, because as you were talking, something came across my mind. There was this very famous figure, young public figure, and a company, a property company, hired this person to endorse the product. Of course, they had millions of numbers, and this person showed their clients, said, "Look, I got a few millions who follow me." It was a success. But 3 months later, when the client looked through it, they found that there were so many followers. They thought it was a success, a few millions, but the sales did not correspond. So people may have followed the video because they found it was funny, this guy is really cool, he's a celebrity, but it was not translated into sales. So I think that over the years, we have also learned with social media, it's not like a magic wand where, it will translate to sales. Anything that's digital, it must be magic. It's no longer this. At the end of the day, it's a question of, as a businessman, you know that the product you're selling, is it quality? Are you getting it well? Or are you getting it delivered? Once you match that, that comes down to the basic customer relationship. Okay. So, okay, one last question before I let you off. I've taken too much of your time. It's Chinese New Year.
It's okay.
Okay, CK. You mentioned about feng shui. So I will end this with 2 questions. Sorry, not one, 2 questions. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure you're a believer of feng shui. I was told that your CK Chang now ends with an R. So in my mind, what was it? Ringgit? The R is ringgit. Is there any reason?
Well, this is, you got it. It's very first time I'm being asked in the public for why Chang, which is my surname, we have to add an R, and with nobody can pronounce. That came about to someone actually.
So is it R, right?
R, yeah.
Okay, right.
Okay. So the incident was a numerologist reached out to me in Facebook's message.
Okay.
And and her name is Marina. She said, okay, CK, I like what you do and I love your product, but look, by looking at your name, not so smooth, that was my
Okay.
a year when I started Oxwhite. He said, hey, by adding few elements, it can bring you good luck and more smooth in your business. I said, is it so? I did not doubt. I said, okay, what I need to do? He said, okay, through calculation with giving my date of birth and all stuff. He said, okay, look, just add an R to your, to my surname. And I said, that sounds funny.
Yeah.
Then I did not question it. It's same as like a friend who gave me the white shirt idea. I said, okay, then I changed and announced. I didn't announce. I just changed my first Facebook name. The name you can edit one time to an R, and I'm very lucky. It's been quite smooth selling ever since, and I thank her for the efforts. And same effort I go to changing my phone number, and then we communicate again in occasion. Say, hey, your phone number not so attract business. You say, you are not you. You can consider these are few the sequence of phone number you can put on. You can try. I said, I've been using my old phone number for many years, like since I 18 years old. I said, that was like 25 years. Ask me to change? Okay, don't ask. Next thing I walk down to Celcom, have an hour later have my phone number change, and just tell the world, okay, this is my new number. Don't ask why. And people ask me, oh, why you change your number? You're running for Along, is it? I say, no, it's just for better function, and people understand. And I've been using the same new number for 1 year now. Yes.
So I'm not supposed to ask you what does R stands for?
It's no meaning. It's a numerology.
Okay.
It's no meaning. No meaning to it. It's just make the name sounds better. No, it's more smooth to print out on your business card and people look at it. And it's true enough. It also gave me a very easy to find name in Google and also in Facebook, because CK Chang, you get turn out 1,000 search results.
That's very practical.
Yes, it's like it used to be everyone in everywhere will have a friend name called CK and CK Chang. So if your R is unique by itself, and true now I rank the top now if you type CK Chang with an R.
You know that most Chinese prefer 8. They say fat. Okay, my lucky number is actually 4. Okay,
me too. Me too.
4. Okay,
yeah.
You know that I don't even look for it. It keeps on looking for me. It appears like if I have to look for a house, number 14. So the guy says, "Are you okay?" I say, "I'm okay. I'm very okay." And I've been using 4 all my life. So of course, when you meet people, they say, "Why you choose 4?" I say, if you look at 4, you look at the figure. It's goyang kaki, like a man, goyang kaki figure.
That's why Malay likes it also.
Okay, one last question before we end this, CK. What is your advice to young people, entrepreneurs, wannabes who want to be like CK, who started selling books in university and then went on to become a rich man selling white shirts to now many kinds of shirts? What is your advice, okay, to people who want to be like you, who wants to be inspired by you? Please share.
Okay. First of all, I'm not rich by selling shirts. Let's clarify that. I would say if there's one thing take away from my whole journey, that's one thing. That's to able to take actions fast and don't doubt. It's just like my mentor Vince Tan. I'm not the only person who he given any ideas. Just like you, ChangWai, you give ideas to a lot of people, but how many people execute without asking you? Like, are you sure? It still can be done, and cross-reference to 10 other people, and then end of the day, that person got even more confused and stayed in put. For me, my personal motto was: if you, ChangWai, you tell me, CK, next destination Ipoh from KL. I wouldn't ask you how to go, when to go, who am I looking for. and through which way. Just figure it out. People already give you that. Ipo is the next things. Just figure it out, right? Just like I started business, I believe the future will be in e-commerce. Figure it out. Nobody, because there are so many ways of success in e-commerce. Jack Ma has his way, right? WeChat has his way, Shopee has his way, Alibaba has his way, and Lazada has his way, Grab has their way. So what is your way? You figure it out. Nobody has anything to tell you this is the only way. So I think the best way is to if you trust on a mentor, and if the person connect to you, just like how I'm connect to you. Like if I ask a piece of advice in terms of business strategy, which you're very, very good at, I would not doubt, would it a good idea, suitable for me? No, because if not, I would not ask you otherwise. So if I ask someone for opinion, I take it all out. Just like if even a numerologist can reach out to me on social media and ask me, CK, your name has to add an R on it, the phone number doesn't match you, you better. And through times, it's how it's better. It's not getting worse, it gets better. So, and all my life opportunity until what I reached today is able to act on the information and I make decision quick and went out and figure the way along the way. So, and I don't doubt people's opinion, and I don't cross-check 10 other opinion because everybody, based on their past life experience, will have different approach. Just like if I as simple as ask you the best advice for a char kway teow, I can ask 10 chefs, they come out 10 different recipe, but you add the 10 recipe together into one, you will koyak. Yeah. You don't turn out anything. Yes. So it's which one you follow, and then go with it. And that's my humbly way of if able to make decision fast based on one information, and your trust is good, instinct is good, go for it. Don't talk to people. Then figure out along the way, and that works for me. That's how I started Oxwhite, without my own idea. And today, most of my idea is crowdsourcing. Is customers say, CK, I want a panty, I want a bra, I want this, I want that. Okay, I do for you. I'm not that smart. After all, it's what you're able to connect to the outside world and bring the information to you, and you're able to act on it.
Thank you, CK. Thank you for spending time with me.
Thank you, ChongWai.
And hope that this year will be even more bullish, and that wish you and the family great happiness, great health.
Yes.
And that, I will look forward to taking you for real good char kway teow. As a Penangai, I know my char kway teow.
Yes, I know. And ChongWai, I will send you the color chart for you, so that although this year is Oxia, at least something can up the energy, the chief. Okay, please.
Thank you. Like and share Oxwhite official. Okay. RealChunWai on Facebook. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Kongsi Fachai.
Kongsi Fachai.